All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rawchaa, Qadash. Like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Like to say Shalom to the elect that's teaching His word in all true faith and sincerity. On the brother Barak and with me,
Rawchaa.
and we're the Akim from the Great Millstone Church here in Birmingham. And today we just want to title the lesson the elect slaves,
Mm-hmm.
which that's a thing. Which you have the elect of the nation of Israel, those that are destined for salvation. You also have an elect for destruction. Matter of fact, can you get the book of First Thessalonians 5 and verse 9?
Okay.
Just going back because it's an elect for salvation, and it's also an elect for destruction.
Okay. This is First Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 9. For the Most High have not appointed us unto to wrath, but to obtain salvation from our Lord Yahawashi Hamashiach.
So it says, "For the Most High have not appointed us to wrath." Baba Gashal, you can get that word appointed,
Okay.
and it shows it's up to the Lord that gives you your lot, your destination.
Hmm. Hmm.
You got it out.
Con Strong's G 5087. It says to set, put, place.
Mm-hmm.
It says to place or lay, to put down, lay down, to bend down, to lay off or aside.
Jump down to that to two. Let's see what that two. Yeah.
It says
Mm-hmm.
to make or set for oneself or for one's use.
Yeah. It says to make. So the Lord have fashioned this in such a way that we're not going to be appointed to wrath, and it begins with this mindset. For us to hear this word because this truth, this word, that's the indicator, that's the gauge. Because once it's presented, if your reaction is going to determine your fate. So if you cleave to it, now it could be potentially be of the elect, and if you reject it, you have signed that death note.
Mhm.
You got it up.
It says to set,
Mm-hmm.
to fix, establish.
See, fix, establish, and it's also said ordained because this is a order. This is the ordinance of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi.
Hmm.
So it said we have not been appointed to wrath, but when you read Isaiah the sixth chapter, it talks about those that have been blinded to the cities be wasted.
Mm.
So it is certain spirits on the planet Earth that's appointed to wrath. But it says we was not appointed to wrath, but to obtain salvation, man. So you got the elect of the nation of Israel that's going to receive salvation. You got even the 2/3. That's an elect for destruction.
Hmm.
In today's video, we're going to go into the elect of slavery. The elect slaves, beginning with those powers that be, the powers that be today, the Edomites, starting with them. The leaders, the bankers. Those are the elect slaves. You
Hmm.
got anything up?
Yeah, I got something real quick.
Con, you got it,
Uh,
bro.
the Book of Psalms. What is that? 149.
That's it.
Psalms 149. I'm gonna start at verse 6. It says, "Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings
If I
with
may too,
chains."
Salakia,
Done.
it says we're gonna be verse 5 talks about how we're gonna do this upon our beds when we at rest in the kingdom, man.
Okay.
because on the inspiration of this video, just going back, inspired by what the brother Godal down in Mobile said at that camp Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people, it's not everybody's gonna die, and it's only the elect. The whole planet Earth. No, if you ain't no the elect, you die. No, it's gonna be people that's gonna die, especially if you're here in America, other parts of the world. And it's you know, you have particular spirits, the elect, that's gonna be delivered. But it's gonna be people left over, man. You know, it's gonna be starting with these kings, you know, these
Mm-hmm.
noblemen, you know, people of the upper echelon of these different nations. Of course, they're gonna be kept for the world to come, man. You know, so like, you know what, you got it.
Con. It says to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people,
Huh?
to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. And if I may,
Come.
it went into telling you that the vengeance is going to be upon the heathen, but it made it specific to let you know it's going to be their kings that's going to be in chains and their nobles, the top echelon, man, that's going to be in those fetters of iron, right?
Mhm.
It says to execute upon them the judgment written. So the story has to play out. You know, we were put into slavery, we was oppressed. Oh, the and the curses of Deuteronomy, it says, "Thou and thy king shall go
Mm.
into captivity." Right? It says, "This honor have all his saints." So yeah, it's an honor to take those same ones who had you into slavery, all right, and put them into slavery. It says, "Praise ye the Lord." Yeah, this is going to be, as the brother mentioned earlier, we're going to be in our rest. Of course, we're going to be singing out in high praise of Yahawashi for giving us the necks of our enemies, man.
See,
But that was it.
con. Matter of fact, get on that Jeremiah 49.
Okay.
That's going back because they're going to be kept from. They're going to be kept from the destruction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to be those next that crop of slaves. So this Jeremiah 49. You start at 10.
Okay. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, and verse 10. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself.
And this is shows that we at the end of this man's run. This is talks about that in Thessalonians, Second Thessalonians. You know, before that great day comes, the son of perdition have to be revealed, man. And this was Cain's dread. This was his kryptonite, so to speak, is to be revealed. You know, so we know who Esau is, the so-called white man, and his secret places, his agenda, the thoughts is being put out there. You know, so he's being revealed. You got it out.
Con. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not.
So and you see this is the order. You know, before he's spoiled, he's going to be revealed and uncovered first.
Mm.
And this is the time where that spoiling is going to happen, man. And it said he is not. That's going to be the results. He's gonna be as nothing, man. When the Lord get through with this dude, you got it out.
Leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive.
See, and that's concerning these leaders of Edom. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they're the ones that's going to be preserved in for the world to come. You know, not just no Joe Sixpack. He got to clock in just like you do. The Lord ain't worried about that. He's gonna get the powers that be. You know, their a is already written. Their first job is to bury bodies and shit. You know, you digging. You got one that's gonna be digging graves. You're gonna have one that's gonna be planting those flags. You're gonna have Edomites to throw bodies in the graves. But guess what? It's not just gonna be just a regular. It's gonna be those bankers. You know, those leaders that live sumptuously every day, as is
Mm-hmm.
says in Lazarus and the rich man. You know, matter of fact, You got something out? Let's see if
Yeah, I
I can
got
find
something
this.
real quick.
You got it out.
This is the book of Job. Just going back to, the Lord is going to preserve them, man. So he has already put it in the minds to build bunkers, you know, to dig down into hell, to go up into the atmosphere and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
This is Job chapter 21 and verse 30. It
Mm.
says that the wicked, you know what? Yeah, let's get to the point. It says that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. That, excuse me, they shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. See,
Mm.
that wrath, man. They reserved until that day of destruction, when all the hair is going to break loose and they're going to be preserved to be those first fruits of slavery, man. That's going to be that ultimate wrath of Yahawashi laid upon them, because they're going to be repaid for those things that they have done.
Mm-hmm. Con. Hey, I get this Isaiah 24 and you started like 18.
Okay. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24 and verse 18. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit, and he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare.
And so that's when when that destruction takes place, you're gonna have, these upper echelons that go into these bunkers. It talks about that also. Matter of fact, get that in Amos 9
Okay.
real quick. Cause the Lord put it on these devils to come up with the bunkers. That's all strategic of Yahawashi. You know, gave this devil the technology for space stations. You got underwater cities and shit.
Hmm.
You know, just so they can be kept and preserved for the world to come. You know, and these devils got in their mind, the phoenix rising from the ashes. No,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna once everything smoke clear and dust settled, you're gonna have some rusty chains ready for you. You got it a while.
Okay. This is Amos chapter 9 and verse 2. Though they dig into hell, thence shall mine hand take them.
So yeah, we said though they dig into hell, meaning those they got underground bunkers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they even got mountain retreats. What's the one in Colorado?
Oh,
Damn, I can't think of
right
right
down
now.
the tip of my tongue. I
Yeah,
forgot what that mountain called. It's like an army base.
yeah, but that's a well-known
Mm-hmm.
bunker for the public. They at least they show you that uh, you got to entertain that. This devil got these different certain bunkers and retreats throughout the
Mm-hmm.
world. It ain't just here in the U.S. and just a mountain range of Colorado. No, this is throughout the world. In certain parts of the waters and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Even with these, as I mentioned earlier, the space station. Matter of fact, continue. Oh, Salakia, it said, "This shall my hand take them." And who is
Mm-hmm.
that? That's gonna be Lord willing, they're gonna be us, man.
Okay.
It talks about how we shall do according to the anger and fury of Yahweh Shema Shai. We're gonna be the battle axe of the Lord. You know, but it says he said, though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. So they're saying you can run, but you can't hide. So hey, this is gonna be a Lord allowed this man to escape just so we can grab him. You got it a lot.
Con, that mountain is Cheyenne Mountain.
The water,
Con.
and that's well known. And they go into how it's reinforced steel. It can resist so many magnitude of a missile.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's luxurious. It's not just for the regular common folk. It's luxury down there. Motherfucker got butlers and TVs and shit down there, man. That's for the elites. But not knowing they are the elect slaves. Just how the Lord got a pavilion for us during a time of trouble. Hey, that's gonna be this devil's pavilion. Then when everything the smoke and the dust settled, then it's gonna be time to get to work, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got it, though.
Good. This is Amos 9:2. It says, though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them.
Mm-hmm.
And though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down.
So they said, though they climb up to heaven, these space stations, these satellites, even Elon Musk with the SpaceX, this nigga got trying to make rockets to go into space and come back safely, land down. That's not just for your amusement. This devil is coming up with an escape plan. But it's written in the script. The Lord is going to allow this devil to go into these bunkers and go into these up into the heavens. But it says, thence will I bring them down, because they're going to be brought to their place, as it says in Isaiah the 14th chapter. So you can go back to that Isaiah 24 up. Unless you got something.
Yeah, real quick. Just speaking on that point, of the Lord's hand taking them. Jeremiah 16:16.
That's it.
It says, it's like, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And that's what we're seeing happen now, man. The Lord said, I will make you fishers of men. Right? So we're fishing for the elect. It says, and after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain. See, those mountains, those bunkers, and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rock. See, so the Lord has again, put it in their spirit to build those certain things to preserve them, so they can be those elect slaves, man.
Mm-hmm.
You said Isaiah 24, right?
Come.
Slacky. Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 18. And it shall come to pass that who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit, and he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For the windows from on high are open, and the foundations of the earth do shake.
So they said the windows on high are open. That's concerning when those the warheads come back down in the atmosphere, man. And the result is the earth is going to. It said the foundations of the earth is going to do shake, and that's starting with America. That's the foundation of the earth, because that's where the bulk of the judgment, as well as the salvation, is going to take place. But the whole planet Earth is going to actually shake. Matter of fact, continue.
The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly.
Yeah, so that's concerning the destruction. And as you can see as well, it's not going to be as reckless, because it talks about it. You see, it says the earth is clean dissolved. This is going to help the chemtrails. This is what's going to combat air pollution. This destruction, so it's needed. You got to know what.
It says the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression.
Yeah, you got it out.
And the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high.
See, that's who the Lord is coming after, the kings of the earth, man, the ones that are on high. That's why Scripture said, prophesy against Mount Seir. We ain't worried about Joe Sixpack. They're two-time losers. They mad at the elites as well. They ain't getting off in their time. This they time, and this nigga still hurting. He's subject. Or it talks about he that is evil unto himself. So these Joe Sixpack, they ain't. They 2-time losers. The Lord said He's gonna get the ones that's on high. You got it out.
Con. It says, and the kings of the earth, excuse me, and the king of the earth upon the earth.
Yep. See, and just going back as you read earlier, the book of Psalm 149, it
Mm-hmm.
talks about the Lord getting the kings and the nobles, those that are of the upper echelon. You got it.
Con. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit.
See,
Huh.
so they're gonna be kept for that moment. That got to play out. It's not like everybody's gonna die. No, it's gonna be it's beginning with these kings of the earth, that those that are of higher rank, the nobles, Putin and Kim Jong,
Hmm.
I mean, the prime minister of India, whoever, all these, even those that's written within the scriptures, Ramses, Nebuchadnezzar, Shalmaneser the fifth, all them, all these kings, former and of today. You got it out.
If I may,
You got it, bro.
and that's just, man, that's that balanced power. Yahawah Shawashai. You know,
That's it.
we are kings and priests, man. So why wouldn't the Lord give us the kings and the upper echelon of the other nations as our slaves, man?
Mm-hmm.
It says, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit.
See, so you said they're going to be gathered. They're going to go from kings to prisoners. You got it.
Yeah. And shall be shut up in the prison. And after many days shall they be visited.
See, so as you can see, these
Yeah.
kings is going to become prisoners. So just going back. Is there's an elect slave? There's an elect for salvation. There's an elect for destruction. But then also you have elect slaves. And as you can see, is the kings. The kings of today are going to be the ones that are the slaves. Um, Matter of fact, get on Isaiah the 60th chapter. Did you have something up?
Con, I got something
You
real
got it, bro.
quick. The book of James, chapter 5,
Mm-hmm.
and verse 1, starting at verse 1. It says, go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. And these elites are hearing a report, man. They tuning into the videos. So the scripture telling you to weep and howl for your miseries, because those things that you have sown in the planet Earth are going to come right back on you. You reap what you sow.
Mm.
It says your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. And that's what these devils have done. They have heaped treasures together for the last days. You know, well, the scripture tell us that gold and silver is not going to deliver you in the day of wrath.
Mm-hmm.
It says, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth and cries, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. So the Lord has now heard our cry, man, by
See,
way of the affliction. You know, he's getting ready to turn that thing around, starting by the wicked being revealed. But those things that they have done, they're going to receive that judgment. That's why it started out says, woe to them, right? It says, ye have lived in pleasure on the earth. Oh, going back to the Lazarus and the rich man, fared sumptuously,
mm-hmm.
and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doeth not resist you. Yeah, we don't have any power in our hands. But as you see, this is proclaimed to the rich men, the upper echelon, the wicked elite. Woe unto you, because those things that you have done, you're going to receive that back. Yeah, that was it. That was it on that.
That's it.
But did you want that?
Yeah.
I like it.
Isaiah 60.
Con.
Yeah, that's it right there. It started like verse 10.
Con. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60 and verse 10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee.
See?
Hmm.
And this is in the kingdom of heaven, man. This is in the world to come. You're going to have the other nations to build up our kingdom, to build the palaces, and you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Cities. It's going to be these nations that's going to do that. It says, and their kings shall minister unto thee. Just going back, they going to be the elect slaves. That's who the Lord is. That's just like how we at the very bottom. We're going to be kings.
Mm-hmm.
And as you mentioned earlier, Lazarus and the rich man. Lazarus was his destination was ultimately to be ruling. And what I said, when he died, he was exalted.
Mm-hmm.
As well as with the rich man, his destination was to be a slave, man. Because once he died, he was buried, he was brought low, because that's his place, that's his lot. Even the prophecy says that in Genesis the 25th chapter, the elder shall serve the younger. That shows that's his role. That's what he was going to be at the end of the day. But you said, and their kings shall minister unto thee. So it shows that they weren't really kings.
Mm.
At the end of the day, they were really slaves the whole time. You got
I
it.
get that. I
Yeah,
get
you
that
got it,
word
bro.
minister.
You got it, bro.
That word minister, Strong's H 8534, and it's a phrase. It says to minister, serve.
Yeah, see? Serve. Matter of fact, let's see. Go on, look that up. That word serve.
Con. That word serve, it says perform duties or services for another person or an organization.
Yep. It
It
says
said
workforce.
slacky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
slaves.
In the similar words, work for, be in service of, perform duties for, be employed by.
And on that word employ or employment go back to slavery.
Mm-hmm.
Is it any more similar words? It might end up going back to slave or something. You see.
It says have a job with, obey, be obedient.
Oh
Be
yeah, because
obedient.
so like it said obey obedient because it's gonna be repercussions if you don't do what we say.
Mm-hmm.
You can read that. Was that Zechariah the 14th chapter talks about how we're gonna withhold the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Just like now, this devil can, you know, even on the scale of the nations, this man bring forth sanctions all the way down to this nigga locking your bank account up, man. You not obeying. See, perform duties. Yeah.
Be of service to, be of
Yeah.
use
So
to.
be of use to. Yeah, because you're gonna be at our disposal.
Cut. That's
Cut.
it.
I think that was that pretty much it on that.
Cut.
Well, yeah,
In the
that's it. It's like y'all, you got it, bro.
in the Strongs, it says minister unto, do, servant.
Mm-hmm.
Service, wait on.
Yep.
We gonna be waited upon, man. Just
Mm-hmm.
like we was waiting upon you at your beck and call. You know, how they had the Eve, taking care of the children and shit. Hell, they got it now, and it's something that I noticed. Down in Alabama with Nick Saban, you see that black guy who always buy him. That
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker no knew nothing but whole water, man. Whenever Nick Saban wants something to drink, that's what he give him, a fucking cup of water, or a
Yeah.
goddamn you know.
Yeah.
Uh, those things gonna be turned around, man. And we ain't gonna be waiting on you fuckers, man. You're gonna be waiting on us, man. You know?
That's it.
Yeah, man. That when I noticed that, man, did something to me.
That shit crazy, man.
That shit so wild. And he been down there with about damn near 15 years now.
Yeah,
And
solid.
that's yeah, solid. And that's been his fucking role, man, to pass what ain't don't nobody say shit about that shit, man. That's all right. The time coming.
That's it.
Con. It says Isaiah 60 and 10, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee.
Mm-hmm.
For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
So this is how Yahawashi is going to compensate us. That the real reparations, how we're going to really be restored and repaired, is the Lord brought us down as slaves, and He's going to restore us by bringing us up as kings.
Mm,
This is how He always punished us. You can read Deuteronomy 28 chapter. For those curses to come upon us, they had to be a nation to bring forth those things. Which the hardest was through the eagle, man.
mm-hmm.
You know, that's how them curses hit the hardest, was under the eagle. You know, but this is how the Lord is gonna restore it, and that mercy. You know, the Lord setting us back up as kings. That's why Peter inquired, Lord, this time without restore the kingdom to Israel.
Mm.
You know, you got it a while.
Con. If I may add,
Mm-hmm.
and it said, the kingdom. Now you know that it's about hierarchy, man. Rulership, dominion. It
Yeah.
says Isaiah 60 and 11. Therefore, thy gates shall be open continually;
Mm-hmm.
they shall not be shut day nor night. That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought.
So yeah, as you can see, it talks about our gates going to be open continually
Hmm.
because hey, we're going to have abundance of resources by the way of these. See, we're going to have the forces of the Gentiles, these different resources from these nations. It says as well as their kings being brought. So that's that. Because guess what? It's not for us to. It's going to be for our disposal. They're going to be at our disposal, man. As you said, they're waited on.
Hmm.
You got Nebuchadnezzar bringing you a pitcher of wine and shit.
All right.
You got it out.
Cuz it says, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee
Mm.
shall perish.
See? So as you can show, it showed they're gonna be for us, for them to serve us, man. Beginning with these elites, those bankers, you Rothschilds, and the older the better. The more, the more fragile they are, the more hell they're gonna get. The more extreme tasks you're gonna give them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want an old Edomite. Yeah, I mean, motherfucker
Cuz,
can't move well,
all right.
but he putting all this hell on you though.
Hmm.
It's gonna make sense. See this? Hey, this slavery, this destruction. It makes sense, man. You got it, though. What?
Con. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
Mm-hmm. Continue on that out.
Con. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious.
So it talks about the different trees that's really concerning the different nations.
Mhm.
They're the ones that's gonna build to beautify uh you know our land, man. And as well as the whole world. That's why I say I make the place of my feet glorious, the earth. We're gonna have these other nations to see the earth is going to be restored, man. And if we ain't finna get our hands dirty, you got dirt on your garment. No, we're gonna have these nations to get their hands dirty, just like how we had to build America, build certain shit. You know, they gonna have to do the same thing. Beginning with getting all this trash and shit up. You know what I mean? You got as well as those getting those bodies,
Mhm.
those dead bodies. They're gonna build these different palaces, and you know those nations are gonna do that. You got to know. That's why I say it's the first tree, the pine tree, the box. That's the other nations. You could also go into them trees. You can read the book of Mark 8. It talks about how the Lord seen men as trees,
Mhm.
as well as Isaiah the 14th chapter talks about how the fir trees are going to rejoice since thou art laid down,
Con.
which was the Edomites, man. You got to know what.
Con. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee.
See? So the same ones that the sons of them that afflicted thee. So it's really talking about now in the latter times. This is when justice, as you mentioned earlier, justice is now finna take place, man.
Mhm.
It's pretty because they are the same ones that have afflicted us. The very same ones uh that finance slavery,
I'm just thinking
that
that.
the ones that were behind the ships being made, all the way to
Mhm.
those that was actually putting their hands in building the ship. They're gonna be the ones that's gonna come bending onto this. They're gonna be the ones that's gonna be in the role reversal.
Mhm.
Now we put our energy into corralling you, you know, but it
Con.
said they're gonna come bend down to us, man. They're gonna have to come and serve us. You got it, all.
It says, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the
Mm-hmm.
soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
See, but then they're gonna have to acknowledge us as being the rulers, man. They gonna have to acknowledge that you know they at the bottom now. They're
Mhm.
gonna have to be subject unto us. See, that's what's about to take place. This is gonna be a big flip of the coin. The El Aram, said concerning that flip of the coin. But guess
Mhm.
what? Now, since he was on top, we had to be on the bottom. It's being reversed now, man. And it's to the point, this devil doing all these things to try to stop it. But
Mhm.
it's only we only hasten it. The more you try to stop it, that's all going according to plan, man. You know. But the
Mhm.
point is what there are going to be elect slaves. Matter of fact, you got anything up?
No, I ain't got none.
Get Revelation 13 and
Con.
verse 10 or 9. There are going to be elect slaves. You have the elect for salvation, the elect of the nation of Israel for salvation. You have the elect of destruction.
Mhm.
Uh, the 2/3 of our people here in the land of America, they are elected to be destroyed. Then you have the elect slaves, these kings of the earth, beginning with you Edomites. You're destined for slavery, man.
If
But
I
you
may
got it,
add,
though. Slacky, you got it.
yeah, very rigorous rule.
That's it.
Just like they had no what is it? Mercy on the old or young. Hey, that thing gonna come back around, man.
That's it. Hey, they want to
Revelation.
talk about a dictatorship. Show their ass some. Salak, Salak, you make your
Yeah.
point. Finish your point out.
No,
Salak.
no, 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 no. That was it. That's it. Yeah, you gonna realize in that day, and the parable of Lazarus and the rich man gonna come into its fullness. Then when you gonna be asking for relief, you ain't gonna get none.
That's it.
Revelations 13:9. It says, "If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity."
See, and these devils are one that led us in captivity, man. Hey, even when you read Lamentation, the fourth chapter talks about that puts Edom on the scene. This is the last captivity, so of course, talks about you gonna surely drink of the cup. That's also in Jeremiah 49th chapter. You said that all together go unpunished.
Mm-hmm.
You done did all this shit, and you don't think it's coming back upon you? No, you're gonna go into captivity, man. You got it.
Con. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints.
See the patience and the faith of the saints, and going back, uh, Psalm 149.
Mm-hmm.
This honor having saints. See, it's going to be an honor to get Jacob Rawchaa and slap chains on him and command him to dig that pit for his, you know what I mean? It's going to be an honor to get Bill Gates
Mm-hmm.
and see the nigga eyeballs pop out his socket when you squeeze his head. These things, because they done it to us and they
Mm-hmm.
still doing it. When they put more Fagos in your neighborhood, that's them killing you as well. But who also is blessed with that sword? Esau. He was blessed with that sword. This is how this man operates. This is how he lived. According to Genesis 27 chapter, this is his blessing. But the point is, said he that leadeth to captivity shall go into captivity. So that's going to be all these other nations as well, but chiefly you Edomites. So with that, you ain't got anything else. We can wrap it up with this.
Okay.
Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 16.
Okay. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured.
See?
Yeah.
And if I may, Salaki, it said, all they devour, he shall be devoured. So these nations have devoured us. They have capitalized on our downfall. They have reaped the benefits of our, the Lord turning his face away from us.
Mm-hmm.
Talks about how the dog licked his sores, and the reason why the rich man received good things in his lifetime is because we were receiving evil. So, we're going to be we're in a time now where it's about to be flipped, and we're going to reap the benefits of their downfall. Just going back to Isaiah the 60th chapter, you jump down on that. From what we left off on, it talks about we're going to suck the breasts of kings.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning we're going to reap the benefits off of them, man. We're gonna be fed from their resources, from what they got. Because even when you read Amos concerning the restoration of the house of David, talks about how we're going to possess Edom, and they ain't talking about just the Edomites. That's concerning the land.
Mm-hmm.
So when everything is flipped right side up, we're gonna be getting off on these nations, man. And what they get from off their lands, when they cultivate the land, we're gonna get that certain precious stones and gold, and we're gonna get that, because that's what they have gotten from us. Even now from your birth certificate. I know the Apostle Gabal had brought that up concerning at the bottom talks about the name of the informant because you informing the bankers that you got them a new product. And guess what? We're gonna get off on you niggas, man. You got it a while.
Con. It says, therefore, all that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries.
See, thine adversary. See, that's that's a different level of just them devouring us. That's the nations, but it said all thine adversaries. That put Edom in a different category, man.
Hmm.
That's a different category. Yeah, the Moabite, the Ammonites, the Philistines, all they had a form of hand in our oppression. But ain't not like when the adversary do something to you, man. You got it.
Every one of them shall go into captivity.
See? So all our adversaries, every one of them. So from all these other nations, but chiefly you Edomites. And it's not a good Edomite. I don't give a fuck how old the old lady is and how many times they open the door for you. Every last one of them is going into captivity. Beginning with the kings. Starting with these kings of the earth. They're going to be the first crops of slaves. You got it?
And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil,
Mm-hmm.
and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
See? Matter of fact, continue up.
For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thy wounds, saith the Lord.
See, so this is going to be the fullness of that restoration. We being healed now. This ointment, by the way of this word. But then this is going to be a part of that healing process. Us having the nations at our disposal. You got it?
Because they call thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after.
Hey, but as we just read in Isaiah the 60th chapter said, hey, this is the Zion, the holy city of Israel. You know what I mean? So it's gonna get to the point they're gonna acknowledge we the Lord's people and we are their kings. They're gonna have to be subject unto us. But the point is what? They are an elect slaves, man. Slavery is gonna come back in a big way, which is here. But people is not even acknowledged, or they unknowingly are slaves from when you clock in, or I mentioned your social security card so that you're a slave. But it's going to be well known in the time to come. It's going to be slaves, it's going to be subjects and kings, man. And beginning with the kings of the earth, and this time is going to be those slaves. The elect slaves, because that scripture is pointing to a particular people first. Because like I said, Joe Sixpack is not the main focus. It's those that set the policy and set the tone on the earth are going to be the first ones to feel that. So yeah, you got anything else?
No, that's it.
So Lord willing, we hope this is edifying. We'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi, Sham, Rawchaa, Qadash. We'd like to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teach His word in all true faith and sincerity. DTA by soon, very soon.